Off the cuff, yeah. Off the cuff, yeah. It's off the cuff, 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 yeah. It's off the cuff, it's off the cuff, it's off the cuff, it's off the cuff, yeah.
This is God ordained. Get in position, cause we on a mission, fulfilling this vision, releasing contention in this God we praise. The one who keeps us from falling, receiving this fullness. Oh, that man is awesome. You see, it's every day we celebrate. Right now it's time for us to elevate. So get your hands up, cause Hosanna's great. And see, they call it off the cuff because we tailor-made.
Off the cuff, yeah. Off the cuff, yeah.
Here we go.
First time. I'm Bobby and the crew is back with me in the house. Go ahead and shout out to the people. What's up, Eric?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Lil Chad.
Come on.
Yeah. Check this out. The blogs that were left on the site this week really meant a lot to us, man.
Yeah, man.
To read about people giving their lives to Christ really is immeasurable to us, man. That's why we do what we do.
No doubt.
We love to hear how the show has made an impact on you guys' lives out there. So keep the blogs coming. Keep them coming hard. We read them daily. We listen to your suggestions for the show, and we love the fans of the show, man. They've been kicking it in for us. Is that right?
Right.
So with that said, y'all have been asking for us to go out and do some community events.
So that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah. We got one coming to you. So mark your calendar. August 25th,
check it out.
2012.
Yeah, with all that being said, what we're going to do is August 25th, 2012 at the Spirit of Faith Christian Center. Now, they have actually 3 locations, so make sure you come to the right one.
Yep.
So grab your pen. Yep. Write this down.
Write it down.
2261 Oxen Run Drive
in
Temple Hills, Maryland. Mm-hmm. That's 20748. I'm going to say it again. This is the Spirit of Faith Christian Center. And we're going to 2261 Oxen Run Drive in Temple Hills, Maryland.
Right.
20748 is the zip code. So slap that up in your navigation system. Get your MapQuest out. Whatever you need to do. Come on down. Bring a friend. Bring a family member. Come talk to us, meet us, and just have a good time. In case you didn't get a chance to write that on a couple of sheets of paper, I'm going to say it one more time.
Tell me again, Chad.
2261
Say it loud.
Oxen Run
Say
Drive,
it with your chest.
Temple Hills, Maryland, 20748. But now come on down. We down there from 10 o'clock to 5 p.m. That's what time the event's
That's going to be a
on.
working day.
A working day.
Yes,
10
sir,
to
yes,
5.
sir, yes, sir.
That's 7 hours. Now, if you can't make it down there in that amount of time, don't come writing on the blog talking about when y'all going to be out there.
Right.
This is your opportunity.
Yes.
To come on out.
Yes.
Right. And check this out. We got some more exciting news, right? You want to know what it is?
Yes, tell me what it is, bro.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
I can't hear y'all.
Holla at your boy.
Okay, all right. If you haven't picked up on it yet, tonight's show is going to be an interactive show online.
Working together.
We have a new contest that starts tonight, and believe me, you would want to be a part of this contest.
Yeah.
This little deep right here, this new contest we got going on.
Say it slow.
We have a new contest in place that starts tonight. This contest is hot, so listen up. First of all, you must be a follower of the show to qualify for the contest.
Right.
That means you must register on Spreaker website with your email address. type in Off the Cuff in the search box and click on follower.
Yeah.
That will make you a follower of the show and make you eligible for all the contests.
Yeah.
The website address for Spreaker is www.spreaker.com. Another option you have is to become a follower is to download the Spreaker app to your cell phone by searching for the Spreaker app in your Android market. If you have an Android phone, which we hope everybody does, please
Most everybody
come
do.
up if you don't. Now, we will choose a weekly winner each week for the next 9 months to qualify for the monthly drawing.
9 months.
9 months.
Jesus.
And at the end of each month, all of the weekly winners will be put in a drawing to win $50 Visa gift card.
Say 9 months.
That's not bad. That's
Yeah,
easy
9
money right
months.
there.
Woo.
Somebody gonna have a baby during the contest.
Right.
Right.
Now, if we call your name as a winner of the monthly drawing, you have a week from the day we call your name to respond and claim your prize.
Yes.
All right? If we do not hear from you in a week's time,
You out.
You you forfeit your prize.
You
He
ratchet.
gets nothing.
But you still eligible for the grand prize, okay? Mm-hmm. Now I know you want to know what the grand prize is. Well, my man Lil Chad is going to tell you about the big surprise. Lil Chad, take it away.
The big surprise. All right, now every 3 months, all of the Visa gift card winners will be put into a drawing to have the opportunity to be a guest host on the show with us.
What?
Yeah,
A
be
guest host.
Yeah, they get to come
They get
on
to
and,
come on
and
the show.
chop it up
Wow.
with us. Yeah, yeah.
Boy, you better enter at your own risk.
Yeah, at your own risk, because it's gonna be dangerous up in here.
Yeah. Don't get in your feelings.
Yeah, because now look, y'all know how we roll, and we keep it 100 at all times.
Yeah.
So if you can't handle that, don't even try to win.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
need
All
no
right.
thin-skinned Tinkerbells coming up in this piece
Wearing
right
pumps.
now. Yeah, you know. Now our first winner will be chosen from the first Sunday in November. So make sure that you get registered so you can be on the part where you get to be up close and personal, with us. Now, the past winners from the last contest that claimed their prizes, they'll be included in the drawings to be guest hosts too. We're going to let y'all play along since y'all been following the show
Right,
for the
right.
last, 7, 8, 9 months. How long it's
Yep.
been?
Been
It's
a minute,
little
been a minute.
And in case y'all don't know, let me remind you of our past winners. We got Dee Zimmerman.
I think I know her.
You know her?
Yeah, I know her.
I bet you do know her. Yeah. Yvonne Rogers.
Okay.
What's up, Evie?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Ashley Reed.
Ashley.
Mary Kay and Ashley.
Yeah.
And Mocha. Slide up and down.
Yeah.
Black. Danielle Lane.
Yeah.
You got Danielle Lane.
Uh-huh.
The black Superman lady.
Right.
Okay. Now y'all will also be put into the drawing to be guest hosts on Off the Cuff.
Yes.
That's hot. That's what
That's
Yes.
Off the Cuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to choose our first winner on tonight.
It's gonna be on.
All right?
It's gonna be
Tonight's
on.
show. Now, I know you're waiting to hear how the topic is going to relate to you tonight. And we can't wait to dive right into it. But we have a couple of things that men off the cuff here at OTC University have to address tonight. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's talk to him then.
I'm sorry. I need to take this Tootsie Roll out of my mouth. Okay,
Yeah,
guys?
Excuse me.
No, I'm going to swallow it.
Don't swallow it. You might choke yourself.
I don't know if I like how that sounds.
Don't say that. That sounds a little
I
different.
had to swallow
Keep
a
it
Tootsie
moving.
Roll.
Keep it moving.
We're supposed to be rough.
Swallow that Tootsie Roll.
We're supposed to be rough.
Tootsie
I'll-
Roll.
I'll-
That
My
Tootsie
swallowing
Roll.
a Tootsie Roll.
That Tootsie Roll.
Can I talk?
Look, yeah, you can talk.
Look, I wanted to, just to hit on something tonight.
Say it with your chest.
Shut up, Bobby. I wanted to hit on something
Eric got a
tonight.
tripping Windsor tie on his night.
The guy on a black suit,
I can't wear a suit no more, right?
big time,
Yeah, you can wear what you want up in here.
purple shirt, matching tie and hanky.
Sorry.
Looking like Princess Morticians. Let's die together.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to ignore all that right there.
All right, let's go.
So, well, I wanted to talk about tonight. I wanted to address something that had been bothering me.
Bothering
and
you.
I hope it sort of died down.
Okay.
But it's the thing that happened with Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
The statement that was made
Well,
by the president, Dan Cathy. And I don't know why they all getting riled up about it,
Yeah.
you know, or whatever, because Chick-fil-A never refused service
Right.
to any gender or anything. They never said because you're in a gay marriage that
Right.
you cannot eat here, that we hate you, anything of the sort. They just laid out a principle that the company believes. We believe that marriage is between a man and a woman, you know, so I don't understand. One thing is this: you cannot force another group of people to believe what you believe
Yes.
just because they believe it.
Yeah.
It's like me being a Christian and I go and stand outside of another religious organization and I picket them because they believe what they believe.
Right.
I can't force them to believe that. That is their opinion. That is what they want to believe. You know, it is
Right.
what it is.
Yeah.
You know, me and please don't even, and I'm gonna say this, don't compare your movement to black people or
Right.
to our movement, because I can't help being black.
That's
Right.
right.
I was born black.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna be black
That's something
till I die. I can't change that.
Yeah.
You know.
You light skinned.
But there's been some folks. There's some folks out there that has changed their mind on being gay.
Right. It sure have.
Oh, you have changed their mind.
Changed their
Come
mind.
out the closet.
Right.
This is me. I've been this way since I was 2.
Right.
My mama said I was this way, and then they get old and they change their mind.
And they change
Now,
their
can
mind.
you change yourself from being black?
I can't change.
I
it,
don't
man.
think so.
Ain't gonna happen.
So they try to get credit for being black.
It is.
But it's their choice.
So it has no. It's not. It's not. No type of comparison.
Yeah.
To the struggle, especially that our ancestors have been through,
Right.
where we were
Talk to him about the plight of the black man. Go ahead.
Where we were refused
We
service.
refuse
Say it.
service.
You had to sit in the back of the bus.
Right.
You had to come through the back door.
Brought us over here and
In the
didn't want
kitchen.
to refuse us service.
Right. You
On
know.
the Nina, the Penta, and the Santa
Santa Maria.
Maria.
You know. That's when you picket.
Yeah.
That's when you march.
Yes.
That's when you.
You kind
take
of look like
charge
a
of the
short
city.
black Malcolm X without the bow tie, for real.
That's when you make
I've been
a stand.
had.
You know what, Chad?
Took,
Bamboozled.
You know what?
led us straight, run amok.
We didn't land on Plymouth Rock.
Plymouth Rock landed on us.
Okay.
Speak it.
All right. That's
Speak
enough.
it.
Now Plymouth could have landed on your tie.
No. Y'all keep talking, right?
Go ahead. Go on. We messed you up.
I'm gonna walk under this table.
All right.
Well, you can fit.
I'm gonna beat y'all knees. Alright? But my
Gonna beat
point,
our knees up with his big hands.
Hey, let me ask you a question, though.
go ahead.
I know you got a great point, but I believe that gay people are still eating Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
Oh, they gonna eat? Of course they eating them.
See, they might not be having a sign on their car when they go through the drive-thru.
Right.
But I believe they still eating Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
Right.
And handing over to their partner in the car.
Right. They
You see
eat
what I'm saying? So why they tripping?
I
If you like Chick-fil-A and you're gay, eat it.
just leave them alone.
If you like Chick-fil-A and you're straight, eat it. It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Right? It doesn't
Right.
make a difference.
I go in places and eat sometime. The owner, he may not like black people.
Yes.
Right.
You know, but I don't care if you don't like black people
Yes.
as long as you cook that stuff.
Let me
right.
ask you
as you
this.
cook
All
what
right?
you want.
Hey, Target supports gay marriages.
Come on.
I don't see no straight folks saying I'm not going to Target.
Right. You got that right.
I don't see that happening. I don't see it happening.
Because they like that red
They
dot.
like that dot.
And if y'all don't like it, you ain't change it to a rainbow dot. You never know.
You never know. You see what I mean? But it ain't.
Right.
It didn't change anything.
To each his own.
So all they
Right.
did was give them what their personal view was.
That's it.
Didn't nobody think Chick-fil-A was a Christian organization? They close on every Sunday,
Right.
and an extra day on Christmas.
What you think they're going
What
to
you thought was going on?
Come on now.
Thought it was a publicity stunt? Only place in America closed on Sunday is Chick-fil-A and a liquor store.
That's
right.
right.
Check that out, guys.
That's right. That's right.
And why is the liquor store closed on Sunday?
I don't know. That's why
understand.
people do more. They drinking on Sunday.
You know? Got the stockpile on Saturday night.
Y'all crazy. Hey, but I'm enjoying the Olympics, man.
Yeah, man.
Take
the
the
Olympics.
extra community.
Man, let me ask you. I got to throw it out there.
I throw it out there.
Somebody said to me, when that girl gonna get a perm? She couldn't get a perm.
Oh,
I mean, I
say
know
it
she.
ain't
See,
so.
that's black
Say it
folks for you.
ain't so.
That's black folks for you. Black folks see the girl went to all around do her thing,
And they
and
gotta
the one
find
thing they want to
something
talk about
to hate on.
is that her hair ain't right.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
They don't remember Dominique Dawes.
We got black people winning gold in gymnastics all the time.
Right.
You know?
Like we
was
have
happy when Dominique Dawes placed. You know what I'm saying? She win gold, and we got to give her some issues because she wasn't light skinned with her hair perm.
Guess what? It's that crab mentality we was talking about.
Pulling them down.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm proud of Gabby. She did her thing.
Did.
You know, proud of her.
Showed out.
Yeah, you know, it was.
Her mama had her hair did.
Yeah, did she? Yeah, it was a little. But I'm proud of her.
I'm proud of her.
You know, I just, I want.
I went and bought me a cornflakes box.
Did you?
Oh yeah, she
did.
big contract, yo.
Yeah,
$90
million. I bet she can get her hair done now.
Yes, indeed. Y'all loving now, though.
Yeah, y'all liking her now.
You're loving her now. $90 million. I'm aware there's gonna be a lot of nappy head females walking around now, hoping to run into the cornflakes Kellogg's man, so they can get a contract. You know, I'm just going natural for right now.
No.
All she did was go natural.
She just went there.
No. If you're gonna go natural, go natural. Don't try to put gel.
But that's okay.
Okay, well, she just gelled the edges, did she?
It didn't bother me. It didn't bother
That's
me.
what you did when you had that polyester suit on.
See, let me tell you what. Let me tell you what happened.
Yeah, you go right
what
there.
happened is y'all saw them girls running the 4x100.
Oh yes, God.
Oh
yes.
Yes. And then you start talking bad about Gabby.
Did you say yes, God?
Did you just say yes, God?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying it was really right.
Hey,
It was really right. Okay. I ain't even gonna ride you on that E, but I could punish you.
Eric,
I'm gonna let you slide. For Jesus. For Jesus.
Jesus.
Thank you for your mercy, Chad.
Eric.
Thank you for mercy.
Yeah, you welcome.
You crazy.
You know. Hey, they was running for God.
Oh man, they was running, man. They was running.
You notice even in that the one where your girl won. What was that? Not the 4x100. The 200.
200. Yeah. Allison Felix.
Yeah, Allison Felix. Now she's a beast. But what was the shorty name? I can't remember her name. That came in like fourth place.
The
one that came in fourth place with all of the weave. She's actually very fast. I think her hair slowed her down straight up. She had a whole lot of weave. That was pretty heavy. The way she had it just drape back.
Yeah,
you know,
slowing her down a little bit.
Yeah, it slowed her down just.
But Carmelita had that thing slicked and laid to the side.
Yes, she did.
Didn't move at all.
Didn't
Nothing
move
but
like-
arms and elbows. Just.
She run like a beast, man.
She run like a beast.
You see her legs though?
You see her legs? That's her legs, man.
It almost looked like Serena running.
She's
'Cause
pretty
she had
amazing.
little bumps in
It looked like Serena. I was out there running for real.
Yeah.
It looks
And
like
speaking of Serena,
Right.
what about
Yes.
Serena hit that crip walk? Serena hit that crip walk. I was pumped up, baby. I was like, yeah.
I was like, no, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. And she did a little salsa dance too now. Did a little salsa dance afterwards. You know, they didn't last that long, but she did a little salsa dance.
Right.
But that crip walk made it to national news.
Yeah.
Folks tripping because ain't she from California?
Yes, she is.
Don't they do the crip walk out
She
there?
from Compton. That's where she grew up. She,
I mean,
she was representing
She representing
us.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know,
I ain't mad
represent.
at her. I ain't mad at her at all. Crip walk.
You know, she
But we
do.
proud. We proud of all those the Olympics, all the runners and everything, and all those participated. You know, United States is jamming.
Yeah.
we rolling. We doing. You know.
Dream Team, the original Dream Team is still that team.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
just
indeed.
saying.
Yeah, because
I'm
y'all was
just saying.
struggling this
Because
morning.
them boys were struggling.
They were struggling this morning.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just letting you know.
Pal Gasol was punching them.
Wasn't he punishing them?
And Mark.
I was like, championship?
Yeah, what was...
Because Dwight Howard is a Laker fan now.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
Come and some. Yes.
Dwight Howard is
He
at
said
Dwight
championship.
Powell. Come on. Steve Nash and the Black Mamba.
Let me tell you this.
Come on.
I'm excited. You know,
Championship.
I still don't agree.
You ain't
with-
got to
You ain't got to
No,
agree.
I-
Respect.
Can I finish what I was saying?
Not really.
It's anti-LA. I know it
It's
is.
not anti-LA.
All right, go ahead.
No, I like LA. Some of my friends are Lakers.
Yeah, some of your
my
best friends. That's like
Yeah,
some of my best friends are white.
Exactly.
But I like Steve Nash.
Yes.
I like Kobe. I'm not a team stack thing, but what I want them to do is beat Miami.
Oh, they coming.
I don't care.
They got reservations, dog.
That's my thing.
They coming.
The next,
I'm good now.
Next year's championship will be the Heat versus the Lakers.
Yes, sir.
I ain't want to say it, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Because
sir.
don't get me wrong, the Thunder still somebody to be reckoned with. But once Dwight Howard went out there, it was a wrap in the West.
Look, man,
The West is wrapped up.
We did not even have to give up Pau Gasol.
No.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, Bobby.
We got the best defender in the league now. Because we don't play no defense.
Right.
We need him back there.
That'll be good.
We got him for crybaby buying them. Lord have mercy. We need to move on. All right.
Well,
Even though he balled out last year.
Yeah, a little bit.
Let's get into this topic.
Let's go.
The title of this session is "You and the Battle Within."
You.
Something everybody got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, earlier, little Chad told you to grab some extra sheets of paper.
Did he say
in
it? Did he
case
say it?
you
Okay.
didn't listen, we will give you about 30 seconds to grab some paper and a pen. Go ahead and get it right now. 30 seconds.
It wasn't just for the address.
Yep.
For the event on the 25th. It should still be somewhere near.
So you can go right now and grab that paper and pencil, all right?
Yeah, we're going to give you about 30 seconds, right? 30 seconds?
30 seconds.
Okay.
You got like maybe 2
It's playing.
Time is up. Man, go ahead and talk about it. Y'all got
they got some paper.
Y'all got some paper.
Okay. On the sheet of paper, you have numbered the paper from 1 to 16 straight down.
Okay,
right?
okay.
Yes, we taking the test.
I'm numbering
along
mine
with you
right
as
now.
Well. We're going to take the test too, all right?
We're
going to ask you some questions, and we want you to put T for true or F for false, depending on how the question applies to you, just like you used to do in school, all right?
And L for live, that's what you're going to do.
Don't look at your friend's paper, all right?
No cheating.
All right?
Husband and wives, don't cheat.
Don't look at your friend's paper, all right? Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Magic Chili, y'all ready? Y'all got it?
You got it. They got it.
Did you say
got
Magic Chili? You stupid.
Y'all ready, right? They be hollering at us all the time. All right, this is the first question, all right? True or false? Other people are not better off or more fortunate than me. True or false? Other people are not better off or more fortunate than me.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2.
There's still some people thinking about that one, including myself.
I'm better than all them.
Number 2. I accept myself as I am, and I am happy with myself.
I love me some me.
Mm-hmm.
I accept myself as I am, and I'm happy with myself.
Love handles and all.
Yes, it does.
And that muffin top.
Number 3.
Ew.
Number 3.
Let's speak up, Eric. Why you taking
I'm
so long?
talking-
You said
Come
three,
on,
like
man.
5
Three.
times.
Come on.
Number
Three.
3.
You trying to answer fast.
I enjoy socializing. Stop talking.
Yeah, you enjoy socializing.
I enjoy socializing.
Uh-huh.
Got it? Number 4. I deserve love and respect.
All day. Give it to me.
Respect.
Why you gotta say what
Respect
I don't
me.
think. Hey, you heard what he said,
about to be a
and all the
homicide.
emphasis he put on that. That wasn't going to me. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Respect.
You talking to somebody else?
Don't look over here.
All right, Chad. Give us number 5, Chad.
You want me to give you number 5? I feel valued and needed.
Ooh.
I feel valued and needed. That's serious right there. Yeah, you know. Now, I don't need others to tell me that I've done a good job. Rich talking. That's what I like.
That's right.
That's right.
Being myself is important.
Being myself.
That's number 7. Now, being myself is important. You is kind. You is smart. You is important. So if being yourself isn't important, you better go watch The Help and get it in.
Right.
Now, I make friends easily. I make friends easily.
Talk to a tree.
Now, everybody you think is your friend isn't your friend.
That's right.
That's true now.
So don't start counting them people that don't show up at your cookouts and graduations and all that other stuff. They're really not your friends.
All right, my turn. I'm going in.
Go in.
Going in. Number 9. I can accept criticism without feeling put down.
No, you can't.
Yes, I
No, you
can.
can't.
I do it to Eric all the time.
Wow. Wow.
I can do that.
Glad I can help you.
Number 10.
Kleenex.
I admit my mistakes openly. Don't lie now. Don't lie. I admit my mistakes openly.
Man, I'm a pretty good guy.
I know you are. You're looking sharp in that suit.
Looking dapper.
Dapper. Number 11. I never hide my true feelings.
Ooh, sometimes you got to.
Woo!
Yeah, because sometimes you can't really say what you think.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm thinking that flower look really big on her. I'm sorry.
Let's see. Father, I stretch forth my hands to thee.
Okay, 12, number 12. I always speak up for myself and put my views across. Ooh, a lot of black women are saying true, true.
Yeah. Some of y'all need to hold them views for real. You know.
Number 13, I am a happy and carefree person.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So happy. What about it? What about it? I don't worry what others think about my views. That's number 14. I don't worry what others think about my views.
I don't care about what other folks think about what I say. Show don't.
You don't care about it?
Don't care.
Bobby, number 15.
Number 15. I don't need others' approval to feel good. I feel good all by myself.
Wow.
I don't need other people's approval to feel good. That's the question.
He said all by himself.
By myself, I feel good.
Sound like somebody touched themselves.
Number 16.
16.
Let's
last one.
Like
the last one.
All right.
I don't feel guilty about doing or saying what I want.
Black women should say true, true, true.
Again, I don't feel guilty about doing or saying what I want. I'm just going to say it. I don't care who.
So how we add up
you
the
know
points?
What? That's just keeping it 100 though.
How we add up the
yes,
points?
Keep it 100, but
how we add up the points?
You add, okay, this is how you add up the points, right? The total number of true.
Okay.
All right. The answers you gave
is
worth
1
each
point.
1 point. So each true is worth 1 point. All right.
Okay.
So if you got like if you only got 8 to 11 truths, you officially have low self-esteem.
8
It is
to
holding
11.
you back. 8 to 11, you officially have low self-esteem. 12 to 14, not bad, but room for improvement.
Yeah.
Okay. 15 to 16, you have a high level of self-esteem, not low, high level of self-esteem.
High level of self-esteem.
So if you're in that 8 and 11 category, if you was honest with yourself,
All right. Not bad, but
Did you lie? Is what
now
we want to know.
if you
To
got
yourself.
8 points, if you just got 8 or below, your self-esteem is drastically low.
Yes, drastically low.
Which means there are some major
You
problems
need some
there.
help.
That could
You
be a
need some
reason
help.
why you're
You'll
not in
need
a
some
relationship or not married or something
Well, it
like
sounds
that.
like we need
that.
to talk to him about it then. Let's talk to him about it.
Let's talk to him about
Just
it.
a little bit.
It's about now. This wasn't our test. This was a test written by Carl Piera, author of More Self-Esteem.
Right.
We wanted to do this particular type of show to help the people out there who don't think highly of themselves because you are comparing yourself to other people.
And that's men and women.
That's
Yeah,
right. That's
yeah,
right.
for
That's
real.
right. You may not be in the career field that you desire to be in because you think you're not smart enough or you think you don't have what it takes to do the job. You may not even be in the type of relationship you desire because you lack self-confidence in yourself or you don't feel like you're worthy of being loved. Well, the men of Off the Cuff disagree with you. And your negative
And we love you.
I do.
We disagree.
God
with you.
loves you.
And so do we.
And your negative thinking about yourself because the word of God says you're the head and not the tail. You're the lender and not the borrower. You're above and not beneath. And we could go on and on, but we first have to
To the
identify
break of dawn.
why self-esteem is not where. Why? Shut up, Chad. Identify why your self-esteem is not where it's supposed to be. Take it away, Bobby.
All right. Let me start out with this quote. I got a quote here from Ralph Waldo Emerson, and it
Okay,
reads,
I know him.
"What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies with us."
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Deep, yeah.
You
ain't
see,
mess it up either.
it doesn't matter if you were never taught how to love yourself or a tragic situation happened to you when you were young. Your past does not define who you are today.
Man, say that again.
Your past does not define who you are today.
Who you are. That's who
right.
I was. That's not who I am.
not
Show
who I
enough,
am.
show
Come
enough,
on,
show
come
enough.
on.
Straight
If
up.
you have a disability, it doesn't define who you are today.
That's right.
I bet you would be surprised to find out how many celebrities that you look up to and admire have to overcome some of the same things on their way to being successful.
You okay?
Like Billy Bob Thornton,
Right.
Jessica Alba, Donald Trump, all have OCD issues. Got that germ thing. Who that dude?
Germ
The dude on America's Got Talent? The bald head dude.
The bald head dude.
On America's Got Talent, be sitting on the end. You know, what's the dude's name? Dude on at the end, and he got that germ thing, man. Like he won't touch nobody. He won't touch anybody. You think
Howard
something like that? Yeah, his name.
I know you're
talking
about
Howie Mandel. Yeah. He got that same germy kind of thing.
Wow.
But people think he just like that. Like when he used to do that show, he just fist pump people. He don't shake hands because germs.
Okay,
You've been thinking he the best thing since sliced bread, but it ain't like that. Cameron Diaz, she got doorknob phobia.
Wow. Okay.
Leonardo DiCaprio, he steps over gum and sometimes have to walk through doors several times. Albert Einstein was dyslexia.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at Ray and Stevie Wonder.
Right, come on now.
Yeah, they didn't allow their abilities to stop, not to see people being very successful as a music artist.
Right.
They kept doing what
Stevie
they were
about to
doing.
get a divorce, ain't he?
I don't know nothing about
How you
that.
divorce a blind man over 60?
He said I can see.
It ain't like he can see what you doing.
But he had his own
just
issues.
wrong. And if you can't see, something else got to step up.
What's-
They say if you're missing one sense, something else steps up.
Step up.
You know what I'm saying? You know. I don't understand.
I
Why she
understand.
gonna divorce that man? I was upset about that.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset about that now. I think
You know?
that's not right. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna write another song. It ain't gonna be ribbon in the sky. It ain't gonna be
So let's
Bye Bye
identify
Though.
what self-esteem is. Basically, it's your opinion about yourself. It's about being friends with yourself.
Right.
If you have a good opinion of yourself, then your self-esteem is
Friends.
high. So if you have a high thought about yourself, your self-esteem is high.
Right.
If you have a bad opinion about yourself, it's a good chance that your self-esteem is low. Many people think that they're not good enough.
Come on.
They try and wear the right clothes, get in with the right friends, only to find that they still don't like themselves.
Yeah.
When you're not your own best friend, life can be more difficult than it has to be. So let's look deeper into this.
Let's go deep.
I need you to ask yourself these questions. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Is your job worthwhile to you?
Think about it.
That's a good question.
Do you respect what you do?
Think about it.
Do you believe you're successful?
Think about it.
What do you think of your social status? And I'm not talking about Twitter.
And Facebook,
And
because you got a
Facebook.
lot of friends on Facebook.
Because you got a bunch of friends on
and
Facebook
most of them don't know you
that
anyway.
want to block you, but they're scared they might have to deal with you. I'm sorry. I'm having a moment.
Yeah, that's all right. Sometimes we got to get it out.
How do you relate to
Purge.
others? How do you relate to others? Ask yourself that question. And can you make your own decisions? A lack of choices lead to low self-esteem.
But I've dealt with that low self-esteem before.
Yeah, you
I
have.
dealt with it for a long time.
But you got
Why you
rough.
getting all tongue-tied? You still eating Tootsie Rolls?
Nah, man.
Tootsie
I'm just saying.
Chad, it's on you.
I
I'm
got
just
caught up in the
saying.
moment.
Well, let's take a look at what low self-esteem looks like. You know, if you have a poor self-image of yourself, and you can look perfectly fine, but you see yourself in a negative way.
And that's where I was, man.
You know,
So that means
that's why I was
you mean
like
like when you lose weight
Yeah.
and you still see the fat person in the mirror?
Yeah,
Right. That's
yeah.
right. Yeah, that's why I was.
There's always something. Then you end up being anorexic or bulimic
Yeah.
or something like that.
Oh,
You
my
know.
eyes is too close, and you know.
Or
just
how
kinda
about if
thing.
you think you're not fat, but
Yeah.
you fat,
But you fat.
and you still wearing a medium when you really a 1X?
Stop it.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
You know, that's not self-esteem. That's you lied to yourself.
You lied. To
Let's deal with the
yourself.
inside so you can accept you
Yes.
for you. That's all I'm saying.
Sometimes
that's all I'm
it's
saying.
sometimes it's the little girl on the inside they look at.
Yeah, okay, but
I
the little
did.
girl ain't little no more.
I did. I
You
dealt
know.
with that. Feeling like I wasn't. First of all, I don't have a problem with my height.
You wasn't
Let me put it right there.
tall enough. You know, I was just about to say that.
I
Hey,
don't have a problem with it, but to hear all people all the time. One girl told me one time I was working in the bank. She said, "You cute, but if you was just 6 feet tall," and I'm like, "What's wrong with me now? Why can't
you
I
ain't
be-
6 feet tall. What you mean?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but for a long time I had this self-esteem thing, like I'm just
Yeah.
not good enough. The way the workforce does you sometimes, especially out here for black men.
Yeah.
They pull you down and make you feel like you're inadequate.
Right.
Like your education is never good enough.
Right.
Like you can't talk, you can't speak, you can't form your words right, you can't do anything. So it makes you feel sort of inadequate on the job.
I got you.
And I struggled with that there,
Right.
and I struggled with it in my first marriage. My self-esteem was in the gutter.
Yeah.
I mean, to the point where it's twice I wanted to die. I
That's
wanted to
because
check out.
Rasputin was 6 feet tall, beating you down. That's what it was.
That is not true. There was no abusive.
There at the water park, she talking about, I show you how a chick go down the slide.
Man, finish. Finish.
But it was it was really bad. And people always say men don't have low self-esteem. You know, men don't struggle through those things.
Yeah,
Men don't
yeah.
go through those things
Yeah.
of wanting to be loved and stuff
But
like
men
that.
struggle with it.
Yeah, man.
But we put
I
on a
was
better
feeling all of
front.
that. We just put on.
We put on a better front.
And
We
so
don't-
I turned to laughing all the time and joking all the time.
How you doing?
To mask everything.
Right.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
talked about that.
sound familiar?
We talked about that.
How you doing?
And so people never knew.
And then what Rasputin said.
So I just had to ignore stuff. Like I'm ignoring Chad right now.
Right, right,
I
right.
had to ignore stuff.
There you go,
You
there
know
you
what
go.
I'm
But
saying?
you hear me.
But you have grown up.
You hear me. You know. Now you may not think that that you're a good person because of something that you've done before as well. You know what I'm saying? You may not think that you're an honest person or reliable or hardworking or even a friendly person. You know, do you really like what you see when you look in the mirror? Sure, you may need to lose a few pounds, or maybe
Yeah.
you wish that your bust were fuller,
Wow.
or that your rear wasn't as heavy. But none of these things
You said,
define.
did you just say bust?
You
Bust?
I was trying. Hey, did you want me to say
No,
titty?
you said no. No, we didn't.
I held it back. Don't pull me out. I'm trying to be good. Now you can accept bust, or you can take a titty. Which one do you want? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we sorry.
Hey, I apologize. Go back. Go back. I'm just saying.
Pull up.
Raise up.
Pump the
player.
brakes. Pump the
Raise
brakes.
up.
All right, go for
Hey,
it. I'm sorry.
Did you want me to say breast?
Breast.
Okay.
Okay.
I
was lost.
I'm a split breast and
Okay.
tit. I'm just. It's
I was
not
lost.
bust, everyone.
All
It's
right.
breast.
Breast. Okay, I got you.
Breastises.
Okay, all right. I'm so sorry.
So we'll say it like that, you know.
Right.
Fellas, quit thinking that you can just keep eating
Okay.
Twinkies and drinking big, and your stomach
true.
just getting all big
Yeah.
and everything. And for some of you, you ain't seeing your member in a minute either, so you need to fix that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
take care of some things.
Gotta take care of some
some self-esteem issues are self-inflicted.
Self-inflicted.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I
You do
agree.
have to do some things
Yeah.
to try to
That's
take care of
friendly fire,
yourself.
friendly
You know,
fire, yeah.
low self-esteem feeds on negative thoughts and causes you to believe that the criticisms of others make you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This can cause you to lose confidence in yourself and to have you believing what others are saying about you.
Right.
Right.
Now I want
right.
you to repeat after me. Come close to your TV, to your mics, to your stereos, whatever you got, your laptops, Android tablets. Somebody gonna have one. Y'all should have been playing the contest. You'd had your own. But come on close. Repeat this though, for real. I will not
I will not
let the opinions
let the opinions
of other people
of other people's like
Dictate.
Chad, dictate
who I
who I am
or
or
who I can become.
I can become.
That's right.
Now say this with me in one breath. I am somebody.
Somebody.
I am somebody.
Oh my God.
Now let's talk about how we're gonna stop some
Yeah,
negative
we gotta
thinking.
stop this negative thing. And first step is when you find yourself being negative, question being negative, question what you said. Ask yourself if it's really true that nobody likes you, for example, or that you have no friends. Ask yourself to justify that thought.
Right.
So don't just say it. Is it really, really true that you don't have no friends? Sit back and examine the whole situation.
Right.
In other words, trying to find some friends that you do have. Because low self-esteem will jump over all of that, even though you got 4 or 5 friends, and tell you that you don't have any friends when you know you do. Or tell you that you are fat when in essence you're really not. You just big boned. You just
Big boned.
husky.
You husky.
Right.
And musty.
Bobby Reed number 2.
Yeah. If you've heard yourself say 2 or 3 negative things, then stop a moment and say one positive thing about the person or situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it's real easy to go negative.
Yeah.
You know, I have a tendency sometimes to be like that. Because I can go out and I can be, you know, having a good day and I just be, you know, I'm a people watcher. Next thing I done said is, man, she sure is beep. You know? Or, man, why did she wear that out the house? You know, did her man see her when she left today? You know, that kind of thing. And then I find at the end of the day, I've been saying negative stuff about people all day.
All day.
You know what I mean?
Just
then
judging folks.
Then I had to just judging folks. You know what I mean? And I had to check myself.
Yeah.
Before
You
you,
know,
wreck yourself.
Before you wreck yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to be real careful about that. Say something positive.
You know, and if you're down trying, if you're down trying focusing on things in your life, you know, that you're grateful for.
Yeah.
You know, you can even make a list.
That's key.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's going through something, but if you really think about it, we all got something that we can be grateful for.
That's right.
Even if it's just getting up this morning.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have to rise. A lot of people didn't rise this morning.
Yeah.
Right,
A lot of people didn't have a job to go to no matter what they're making.
Preaching check.
Right.
A lot of people
Right. Give
didn't
him
have
some
a
water.
car.
Throw the water on him.
in.
Come on.
Some people didn't have $1.25 for the metro.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's brothers locked down right now. They ain't out.
They ain't out.
You know, and people complaining, you know, but they ain't in that little cell, that little 6x9.
Come on.
You don't know how it is.
Yeah.
When you up in there, man.
But you know what? I heard a dude on lockup the other day. He was, you know, and dude's locked up for good. He's not getting out. You know what he said? This whole 6x9 is mine. I'm running all this.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
He said, don't nobody come in here unless I want them to come in here.
Right.
All of this.
I mean, this joker locked up with high self-esteem.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if anybody have a right to have some low self-esteem,
Hey.
that joker goes up in there like, oh, this is mine.
Yeah, because there's
You
a
know
big
what I mean?
difference between
Yeah.
15 square feet
Yes,
and
sir.
15,000
Yes,
square
sir.
feet. So all that.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
You right.
Yeah, no
Lad,
doubt.
that's all you.
Hey, and they in there locking it down. So, hey, they
Locking
got
it
high
down.
self-esteem.
Check this out. Make a list of things you've achieved and the things you plan on achieving, and concentrate in where you want to go.
Yeah.
Very important. Make a list of things you achieved. If you can see your accomplishments on paper,
Yes.
you can say, man, I accomplished all of this,
Right.
instead of trying to do it in your mind, you know?
I tell you something, and I learned this from the military. You know, in the military world, every year you have to write down what you accomplished every year. You know, so it tends to let you see how well you have done all year long. But I think civilian people, like normal, average people, need to write down the things that they do daily.
Right.
And at the end of the day, you'll be amazed at how great you are being as God's creation.
Right.
You see what I mean? Rather than thinking that you're not doing nothing or you're not able to do stuff. When you look at what you've done all day from the time you woke up to the time you went to bed, you'll be amazed to see how God's fingerprints has been on your life all that day.
That's serious right
You
there.
see what I mean?
Yeah,
So that's just real
serious.
talk.
Yes, indeed. You know, read some self-help books. Listen to some motivational tapes. You
Yeah.
know, get the negative people
That's the thing.
out of your life.
That's
you know
it
what I'm saying?
right there.
Get them haters out your life.
Out your life.
Tell the haters to kick rocks.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
right,
what you need to
right,
do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can do bad by yourself.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? If they ain't lifting you up, they tearing you down.
Yeah.
And look, you're
That's how you gotta look
gonna
at it.
always have haters.
Yeah.
Okay, what you do.
Yeah.
They're always gonna be out there. So don't let them stop you from reaching your goals
Right.
or doing what you gotta do, because there's gonna be a hater on every corner.
Right,
You
right.
You
Corner.
keep moving. Some of the stars out there who are successful, trust me, they got tons of haters out there
Yeah.
who didn't want to see them succeed.
That's right.
But that drive and determination drove them to be, to be where they are today.
I'll give
So,
you
know,
another example. You know the girl Lolo Jones in the Olympics, right? You know, she in 2008 she lost because she hit the hurdle.
Right.
She was winning.
Right.
In the home stretch.
Right.
Got it going.
Right.
In the lead.
Right.
Bust her head wide open, right? Then this year she did the same. She did not the same thing, but she finished fourth.
Right.
Off the medal stand. And all that folks was hating on her before. Like, they calling her Kornikova and she ain't gonna never win.
Right.
You know, she gonna be one of the pretty girls that never win.
Right.
But you know what she said? She said the bottom line is, I am the American world champion.
That's right.
She's like, I am the world champion. So I may not have won the Olympics. You're true about that.
Right.
But I'm still great.
Right.
And what I find is that people that have low self-esteem, they tend to use words like always and never. You know, they say things like, I never will have a friend. I'll never get married. I'll never find someone to love me.
Yeah.
I'm always at the back of the line.
They're very
always,
pessimistic.
they're always pessimistic.
Yeah.
Stop using those words like always and never.
Never, yeah.
Because always is not always.
That's right.
And never is definitely not never.
Right.
You see what I mean?
And remember, and you got to also remember the power of the tongue. You know what I'm saying? The power of the tongue. You know, the words that you speak, speaking those things into existence. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, it's the power of the tongue. It's your thought process and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? As you think and as you speak, you know, so will you be.
Yes,
right.
You know what I mean? So you can control a lot of that.
That's right.
That is so true. I've even found that negative thinking counterbalances prayer. You know what I just said, right? Negative thinking counters prayer.
That's right.
Because it does no good for you to go to the altar and pray that God change your life. And then you walk out and speak death into your life.
Exactly.
Come on. Right.
And that's what I think people really do. They want God to change them, but they won't change themselves.
And won't exercise their faith. That's what they really not doing.
Because see, that's exactly right, Chad. If they don't exercise their faith through their words, then what they pray for will not come to pass.
Right.
Because whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Right.
So whatever
without works
is dead.
There you go.
So if you don't,
I didn't know I was gonna
if you
hit
ain't
that
putting
bitch.
nothing out there, it depends on what you're sowing out in the atmosphere. Because if you're not sowing anything out there, then you can't reap anything back.
Right.
And that's just the reality. So people have to be smarter about that.
All right. Hey, all right, it's that time. Looks like we have
Well, we rolling today.
a OTC mailbox question
Watch out.
coming up.
Hope it ain't crazy.
Yeah, you know, we don't never know what's going to come
Lord,
through.
who is it from?
Looks like we got something from Ashley Reed.
Okay,
Is
read
that
that.
the Ashley Reed?
Is that the Ashley that
The
won
one of the show?
Yeah,
Read that.
Mary Kay and
man,
Ashley.
okay.
That's who that is,
Okay.
Ashley. All right. Well, why is it okay for the man to keep the female friend he had before the relationship started,
Because he want to get with her.
and not okay for the woman to keep the male friend she had before the relationship got started?
Wow.
Because women don't cheat.
Bobby said because women don't what?
Women don't cheat. I'm
Wow,
sorry.
that's a lot. That's a
I know.
lot.
I'm sorry. I'm just playing. I'm just
It's not
playing.
the truth.
I was just playing. All right. So men can keep their female friend, right?
Who jumping in first?
You go.
You want me to jump in?
Go,
you can
Chad.
jump in, Chad.
Well, this is my thing.
Hit her in the mouth.
I feel like Ashley Reed that the man doesn't want you to keep your male friends because most males still try and come at you. Let's establish this. First of all, whenever you seeing anybody dealing, most of the time our friends that we have were because there was some type of attraction. We ain't, unless we worked with them or something like that, or it was circumstantial or something. But usually it was some type of attraction that caused you to have some conversation with that individual.
For real.
You see what I'm saying? So therefore, if you have maintain a friendship, especially with an ex, okay,
Right.
now you go into this ex whenever you have a situation or issue within your relationship.
Right.
That ex already knows certain
know that.
buttons to push with you.
Right.
In order to get you to lean on his shoulder, and now all of a sudden you reminiscing about how it used to be, at least the good times. But
Right.
let's not forget, it was still your ex. You left him or he left you for a reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah,
why keep that going and keep that door open?
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm not even an advocate of the male maintaining a relationship with a friendship with somebody that they were in a relationship
with, right.
long term, especially.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because it's a dangerous thing.
But
Now,
even-
I'm not saying it. Now, if you go some years and y'all was out of contact, then
Right.
you reconnect, and it's hey, and this, and other, and then they can be cool with whoever you kicking it with.
Right.
You know, that might be a different little scenario or something. But
Right.
y'all ain't never take that space to air out.
Right.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
what if it's not an ex? Let's just say, friend, partner, BFF, not an ex.
Not an ex,
Right.
just a male
And
friend.
she just,
And she got the friend.
And, he called her from time to time. He
don't
talked
want,
to her.
He don't want her to have a friend, but he got one. That's a double standard.
I'm okay with, and this is just me.
Okay.
I'm okay. I'm secure enough in me, and I think if we're taking care of home, I'm secure enough in what I would have with my lady.
Right.
That I'm okay with her having a male friend.
Got you.
Because we don't live in a bubble.
Got
Right.
you.
You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have some male friends.
So she can go hang out with her male
You're going to have
friend.
some female friends. Can she hang out with her male friend?
TGI Fridays.
TGI Fridays.
On Friday.
What time is it?
After 5 o'clock.
After 5?
We just meeting with some friends, and we're going to have a drink at TGI Fridays.
If he's gay.
He's just my friend.
I mean,
That's cool? You down with
yeah,
that?
I mean, I'm not gonna trip too hard off her.
gay.
As long as she okay if I go out and have some drinks, with Betty Boop after work. You understand what I'm saying? Then it's okay, because it's not gonna be a double standard on that end. You know what I'm saying? What you gotta understand too, men are gonna have double standards, period. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So a lot of times, females gonna have to understand it's gonna be a double standard to some degree.
Right.
That's there just because we know men. A man can control a situation much better than a female can control a situation whenever you out.
It's going to be hot.
Now, if he's gay, it's okay. Oh, my bad.
If he's gay, it's okay.
I mean, if she,
So you telling me you don't think a gay dude will smash your peoples?
Nah.
Yeah, okay.
Not if he really gay.
Not if he really gay.
Not if he really
But
gay.
I told you,
really
we
gay?
talked about that in the Chick-fil-A thing. Sometimes they change their mind.
Yeah.
He changed it. But my thing is this: for me, as a man, okay, I guess I got to speak from a marriage standpoint.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
A gay dude is like
My
almond joy and mouth. Sometimes they feel like a nut, sometimes they don't. That's all I'm saying. So you can go to sleep on him if you want.
Look, I ain't worried about that. Look, from a marriage standpoint, now my wife has male friends that she's had before me. Okay, even some exes sometimes. I'm gonna keep it real.
Keep it real.
They'll call her or whatever. Something like that. That doesn't bother me because I feel like I'm taking care of home. I have exes sometimes that I may talk to from time to time.
Right.
I'm keeping it real. Okay. Now for me, if an ex wanted to go out with me, I would not, being a married man, go out.
Yeah, you can't go out with your
I
ex,
wouldn't
no.
do that.
No.
And if I was to go out with her, I would say, look, I'm bringing my wife with me.
No doubt.
And vice versa with her. Even though if she went out with one of her male friends, I was at work, she was off, and she had to meet. They had to meet someplace at a public restaurant or something like that. Now I'm being honest, okay? It wouldn't bother me because I know her.
Right.
So it wouldn't bother me because if my relationship and marriage was always a little rocky
That's what I
already,
wanna say.
then I'll be like, nah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
But she would probably say like, I don't want to do that anyway.
Right.
Because I don't want the appearance. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's
That's
my
right.
Well, let me talk about self-esteem.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Eric trying to get some love.
So here's the issue.
I'm just saying, man. Shut up.
Here's the issue. Well, you about to jump in your feelings. All right, check it out. If I got low self-esteem and I'm in a relationship, I don't want my girl talking to no dude. Feel me? You
Say
right?
it again, Bobby. Say it again.
That's all I just showed you.
If
Was
you
that
got what?
low self-esteem? I don't want my girl talking to any dude. Cause my game is shaky anyway.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So that's what that's about.
That's what
Right.
it's about.
So if he's telling you can't be with no other dude because y'all partners, y'all knew each other all this time, he got issues.
Yeah.
He know his game suspect.
Right.
Now you, on the other hand, Ashley, if your man got other women on the side and you got a problem with that, you got some self-esteem issues.
Yeah. Pick your thing up.
So pick your game up. So that's what we're talking about here. Because if, as Eric was saying, Eric said, I know I'm handling my business. So I'm not worried about if my wife go do ... And I'm sure she's not worried about it because she handling her business. But see what the issue is that in these crazy relationships, ain't nobody really handling business. Y'all lying to each other with your mask on and won't take it off.
Wow.
And then when somebody finally take the mask
Come on
off,
back, preacher man.
I gotta bring it back. I gotta bring it back.
Reel it in.
Then people get problems in their relationships.
Right.
Now you can't talk to nobody and you can't talk to nobody. Why? Because I'm scared you're gonna walk off.
Right.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Oh, it's all these people coming at you.
Sometimes
They coming
it
at
is
you,
what it is.
But that somebody coming at you, I can have a whole lot of women coming at me. That
Yes.
don't mean that I want to go outside of my relationship.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Exactly.
saying? That doesn't mean that this person that I'm feeling for, that
Yeah.
got my heart, something that I don't got to pay these other people any
Yeah.
attention. That's just a fact of life.
Yeah.
It's gonna be men that's gonna come at a female as your lady.
Right.
It's gonna be women that's gonna come at you. It's always gonna be opportunity. Temptation exists. You know what I'm saying? If you allow it to be temptation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you find somebody's attractive, that's not necessarily a temptation.
Right.
Temptation doesn't exist till you put yourself. Temptation's not there till you put yourself in a situation.
There you go.
Where it becomes tempting.
Well, let me tell you what women say this. It's not you I don't trust.
It's them.
women.
Oh my God!
Now look at this. Now listen to how foolish that sounds. Listen to how foolish. I'm gonna say it. I'm saying it.
better
Say it
talk
with
to
your
him.
chest. Let me tell you how foolish that sounds. Because of this, the woman can't do nothing that man won't let her do.
That's right.
So I don't care if the woman on the other side look better than you.
That's right.
If he in love with you, she ain't got no game.
And it ain't gonna be the same anyway.
It sure ain't gonna be the same. So that's foolishness. I don't trust the women. That's a lie.
Right.
You don't trust him.
Right.
That's the bottom line.
That's all
and
it boils down to.
he don't trust you. Why? Because he treating you like a dog anyway. And he know as soon as another dog comes sniffing and gonna say, I can do it better.
I can treat you.
I wouldn't treat you like that.
I can do better.
You know what's gonna happen then. It's gonna be game over.
I can do anything better.
It's gonna be game
you.
over. You know, so all I'm saying, this is OTC.
Hey, that's the truth though.
Somebody got a degree tonight.
That's right. Hey, that is the truth.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because it is what it is. You can just, you can decide you're going to do right, or you can do wrong all by yourself.
Yeah, we may have to do a part 2.
Yeah, we got to do a part 2.
Right.
We got to come back. We got to do a part 2 next week. We got to do a part 2.
This thing too deep.
Yeah, this too deep, man. We got to help these sisters. We got to draw some names, man.
Yeah, we're going to draw some names.
We got to draw some names, dude.
Hey, we're going to come back with a
3
part
o'clock
2.
in the
Part
morning.
2. Part 2.
Come back with a part 2 next week. So
Yeah.
We're gonna open up the phone lines on this one. So y'all better get your questions together. We want to hear some questions. Hit the mailbox or whatever you got to do.
Are we gonna draw? We gonna draw. Let's draw a name, man. Draw a name. Who we got? Who we got? Come on, you running out of daylight. 4 minutes. T-minus 4 minutes.
Okay, let me find a name.
Come on.
Find something you can read.
See something you can read.
Eric got to find
none of them Nigerian names.
Better have a 1-syllable word name, because Eric gonna struggle out this piece.
That is not true. Oh man, Lord have mercy, Jesus.
All right, let's see what
I'm
we got.
heard him. He already
Sound it out slow.
Okay, we just picked the winner. Her name is Tiffany Amrissa.
Okay.
Tiffany and Rissa.
It's Amrisa. I don't know if the R is silent.
Okay.
But I don't know what's going on with the last name.
Now remember, Tiffany, you're gonna qualify for that $50 weekly Visa gift card.
Right,
okay.
right.
You're also gonna qualify to be put in our monthly drawing at the end of the month. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, we got this grand prize thing going for 9 months, but you better call in if you want to be in on that grand prize. You're trying to sit in on the show.
Yeah.
Right.
Trying to sit up here beside Big E. Cause he rough. That monthly drawing, $50 gift card, you better get it in. I don't know if you got some youngsters or you just need some gas.
Right.
but you better call in. Either way, it's free money.
For real.
Come on, get it.
Well, before we get out of here, remember to believe in yourself.
Right.
Don't pretend to be something you're not.
Come on.
Trust your feelings and intuition to make the right decisions.
Uh-huh.
Decide today what direction you want to go.
Where you going?
The men of Off the Cuff wish you much success.
Yes, we do.
And with that said, see you back here next week. We're going to do part 2.
Part two.
Hey,
Come on back.
Part 2 coming up.
Talk
Like I said,
to us.
get your
Same
questions.
time, right?
Same time, same
Same
place.
back channel.
Where we do what?
Keep it real. God loves it.
Why?
And we what?
We
Out.
out. We out.
We out.
Peace.
See y'all later.
All up in you.
Man, you was out of control.
Off the cuff, yeah.
That's something
That was therapeutic.
Did I go in on that?
It's off the cuff, it's off the cuff, it's off the cuff, yeah. It's off the cuff, it's off the cuff, it's off the cuff, it's off the cuff, yeah.
This is God ordained. Get in position, cause we on a mission. Fulfilling this vision, releasing contention in this God we praise. The one who keeps us from falling, receiving this faultless. Ooh, that man is awesome. You see, it's every day we celebrate. Right now it's time for us to elevate. So get your hands up, cause Hosanna's great. And see, they call it off the cuff because we tailor-made.
Off the cuff, yeah.